All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostle elders, Great Millstone, and salute to you brothers out there preaching his word, serving truth. All right, got this article here from The Guardian. It's Rights and Freedoms. Iranian forces shooting at faces of genitals of female protesters, medics say. All right, if you know about Iran, which was previously called Persia, all right, and it's called Persia in the Holy Bible, all right. Iran is it's what you call a Muslim country, which the Islam religion it focuses on keeping women in modest apparel and keeping women in I say keeping them, in the house basically, and keeping them chaste, all right. Which that whole, Islam religion, majority of it is following after the laws that were given to Moses. All right. It even says in the Quran that the Israelites are the chosen nation. Okay, the Most High chose Israel to be his people. It basically says that in the Quran. All right, but Islam keeps the so-called Islam, whatever. It keeps the focus on women, keeping them basically in under the man, keeping their bodies covered, okay? Keeping them in subjection unto their husbands, keepers at home, just like it say in the Holy Bible, man. All right. But, yeah, these women over there in Iran, basically, the Babylon juice got in their heads, and now they're protesting for their liberation, just like they do over here in America, man, which is great Babylon according to the Bible. Okay. So let me read this. I'm going to grab some scriptures. Iranian security forces are targeting women at anti-regime protests with shotgun fired to their faces, breasts, and genitals. According to an interview with medics across the country, doctors and nurses treating demonstrators in secret to avoid arrest. So they first observed the practice after noticing that women often arrived with different wounds to men, with more commonly had shotgun pellets in their legs, buttocks, and back. See, these women supposed to be at home, got in the house taking care of the children, but they want to be out in the streets. While an internet blackout has hidden much of the bloody crackdown on protesters, photos provided by medics to The Guardian showed devastating wounds all over their bodies from so-called birdshot pellets, where the security forces have fired on people at close range. Some photos, tiny. Let's see if I can get why they protesting. Oh, here we go. Nationwide protests, all right? They're in Iran. Activists say such horrific gender-based violence is no surprise given the messianic, misogynistic rule of Iran Ayatollahs who took power in 1979 revolution have maintained control with brute force, often against women. It was the death of, in September of 22-year-old woman, Masha Amini, that ignited the boldest challenge to the hairline theocratic rule of the country's clerics. Amini was arrested for improperly wearing her headscarf and then apparently beaten into a coma by Iran's morality police. And the morals, you get your morality, your morals from the law, statutes, commandments, man. Yeah, the Heavenly Father. That's where you get your morals. Okay. In the days after her death, girls and women nationwide defied the legally imposed dress code and ripped off their hijabs. Yep. And let me show you in the scriptures where they get the whole thing of a woman's supposed to be covered. All right. Let's see. I know it's a history of Susanna, but I'm gonna search for it. She was covered. Okay, here we go. History of Susanna. Susanna, the first chapter. I'm trying to find it. Verse 31. Now Susanna was a very delicate woman and beauteous to behold, and these wicked men commanded to uncover her face. Okay? Now this is the Holy Bible, right? You Israelites are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Okay? And these wicked men commanded to uncover her face. So how those women over there in the Middle East dress themselves? Their hair is covered, their face is covered, their whole bodies are covered. Okay? But they be wearing all black and shit. That's off. You know, that's the whole Islamic Muslim crap. You know. Our women, you know, they had their head, their face covered, their body covered, but you know, they had different colors of apparel, man. You know. They wore well, for the husbands, they wore nose rings and earrings and stuff like that, gold, you know. And these wicked men commanded to uncover her face, for she was covered. So that tells you right there how Israelite women dressed back in the ancient world before the so-called white man was given this world for him to rule, man, in wickedness. For she was covered that they might be filled with her beauty. Okay, so that's pretty much all I need to read from that. Let me go back, man. I'm going to go back to the Isaiah 51. First Timothy 2:9. Let's see. In like manner that women adorn themselves in modest apparel. Let's look at the word modest. And this is back in the Roman Empire where Timothy wrote this letter, right? And you know those Romans, they worship women, and women were exposed, you know. But a woman that's in the faith, she's supposed to wear modest apparel, well arranged, seemingly modest. Let's see if we got good behavior. Let's look up modest in the Webster Dictionary. Observing properties of dress and behavior, decent. Basically, I'm supposed to be exposing your body, man. That's what modest apparel is. Your body's supposed to be covered. All right, let's go back. In like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broidered hair or gold or pearls or costly array, which becometh women of professing godliness with good works. Okay, let the women learn in silence with all subjection. Okay, but I'd suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. All right. So that's how a woman's supposed to be. That's how her conduct's supposed to be. Okay. These women over here forget about the Lord. Just gonna have to put them to death. All right, because they're not gonna. Majority of Israelite women not gonna turn from their wicked ass ways. They're gonna stay being sluts and whores and showing their bodies off. Okay. Let's go back to here. I already pretty much read it. Yeah, I pretty much read why these women are protesting over there in Iran. All right, which brings me to Jeremiah 51. Because Great Babylon, America, their philosophies have reached. One of their philosophies is women liberation has reached all over the planet Earth. Okay, and that's how the Lord set it up. Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. Okay. So imagine the Lord's holding up a golden cup, which is basically Babylon, America. And all these other nations look at that golden cup and be admired by it. You know? Like, oh, that's a beautiful golden cup, you know? It's a beautiful cup, you know? That's how these other nations look at America. You know? That's how they did look at America. You know, but now the Lord is exposing this place as being wicked. And that's in the book of Nahum, gazing stock. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, which is the philosophies, you know. The women's liberation, the democracy, the LGBTQP, all right. The dollar bill, okay. That's that wine, okay. Therefore, the nations are mad, okay. So, the women in Iran drunk some of this wine from Great Babylon, America. All right. Now the men over there are fighting hard to basically get them demons off them women by violence, by force. Okay. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go, everyone to his own country, for her judgment reaches unto heaven. It's like, let's go. Forsake her. Let us go every one into his own country, for a judgment reaches up unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. And that's how literally Babylon, Great Babylon, America is going to go out. You know, by thermonuclear missiles and that missile fire, man. That smoke is going to reach up to the heavens, man, forever or for a time, you know. The Lord hath brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare Zion, the work of the Lord, our power. Zion is Israel, okay? So-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, make bright the arrows. Now it's talking about the missiles. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord has raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes, which are the Russians, for his devices against Babylon, which is America, to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple. All right. All the wickedness that Babylon has done, okay, to the Israelites, spread his wickedness all over planet Earth. The Lord is going to use the Russians and these other nations to shoot missiles on America to destroy it, man. Thus, with violence, shall that great city Babylon be destroyed. Okay? Yeah, so these Iranians, man, they're going to get fed up and start really gunning these women down, man. All right. So, yeah, man. That's pretty much all I got. Shalom.